Record temperatures fell yesterday. We had like 112 records broken yesterday, and that trend will continue into today with record high temperatures out west here. Over 70 to 80 records going to be broken, and even on the eastern seaboard as well. You can see here all the images in red here, and record high lows as well, going through all the way through towards the end of the week. But likely we'll see a pattern change in the extended that will push the warmer temps to the south. And today's discussion, we're going to talk about the record heat out west and the pattern change and the potential for severe weather in the coming days and extended time frame. And this graphic on the right here was issued a couple days ago, but it's still relevant with the record highs into the middle of next week and then cooling off some in the coming days. So the experts are saying the same thing I am here with record high temperatures continuing for the next week or so. And here's a breakdown of the temperatures according to the National Blend of Models here. You can see on the left the temperatures up through Thursday, especially up in here in Texas and Oklahoma and the desert southwest, all forecast to be near 100 degrees here. So all through this period up until then, it's going to be hot with maybe a push of cool air initially, then a resurgence, okay, into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then that cold push into Friday, right? So we picked this up on Friday on the right-hand side here. You see that hot weather being suppressed to the south here with colder temps to the east here, right? Especially the northeast, right? Maybe the desert getting somewhat warmer, but you see the blues here on the map a lot more prevalent than they were on the left here. You see that? So warming up some again towards the end of the period, but not nearly as hot and more seasonable weather. And so what's driving all this? We'll go over the synoptic pattern next. So looking at the synoptic pattern, I like to use the 500 millibar heights anomalies here, right? You know, automatically your eye goes to the darker oranges out west here, right? Which signals a high pressure at the mid levels, and it would also signals where the high pressure at the surface would be. It's not located exactly under where the high pressure loft is, but you get the general idea, right? And you see these darker blues and purples indicate lower than normal heights, which indicate generally low pressure, right? So both models, we show northwest flow on the northern side of this, at least in generally, right? Okay, let's go a little bit forward with the GFS and see what happens here. The pattern tries to flatten out. It warms up. It kind of amplifies again a little bit up into Canada with this trough building to the east. And with the Euro, we go into Thursday into Friday. Pretty similar solution here, okay, as this pattern evolves, right? So Miles in pretty good agreement up to this point. GFS Ensemble, remember this is 31 members, the Euro is 51. Into Sunday, the high pressure is shifting further to the east. See the hint of lower pressure along the west coast here, the northwest coast. And the Euro going into Sunday, 11 p.m., right? Go back a little bit. Anyway, that's 8 p.m., okay? Generally, similar solution here, okay? One is a little bit deeper than the other, but you get the idea. And GFS, move a little bit further through March 30th. High pressure, not that strong, at least with the GFS in the eastern US, right? And the Euro going into Tuesday, 8 a.m., okay? Relatively similar solution, all not as strong as a 500 millibar low, but heights are already dropping out here out west, okay? So that signals a pattern change out west here and cooler temperatures in general than they were, although still warm, okay? Excuse me. As far as a little bit further out, April 2nd, and I know this is far out, so it's just guidance. This is 10 days, okay? I'm just looking at model agreement here, okay? April 2nd, in general, the models agree on Troughiness building out west, which will bring cooler temps and a chance for severe weather again as these systems traverse this trough and go generally to the east-northeast here. Depends on if this ridge spikes more, we get more in response, we get more of a trough out west here. You can see on the GFS Ensemble, the trough is deeper along the eastern seaboard. From the European, the ridge is stronger. So still some details to be worked out at this point, but just for an example here, let's move through the first week of April. And they both generally agree on this pattern, okay, with a trough in the central U.S. and not a lot of ridging either way. Maybe this trough will maintain itself here, which will bring renewed severe weather chances for the middle part of the country. So, in general, heat relief for the west, severe weather looks like to be on the increase, and warmer temps for the east as well. So, with this pattern shift, we definitely will have some moisture returning east of the Rockies here. You can see the dew points, which is a good measure of moisture in the atmosphere, approaching 60 degrees and 50 all the way up, and 50s all the way up into pretty much all the way up to the northeast corridor, up to the northern high plains almost, okay? So that's part of your fuel for storms here. All right, so I'm going to switch over to most unstable Cape values here. This is a snapshot of the energy in the atmosphere, all right, which is the most unstable parcel in the atmosphere. You see on the right with the European being more unstable in the oranges and less unstable here. We go back in time with this. We have some moisture return. See the Cape values spiking here, right? Excuse me. We move forward in time with this. This is the GFS, okay, on the left, showing what we're talking about here with the return of moisture out to the east of the Rockies and the Cape values, okay? And this isn't a forecast, this is generally just showing what the models show, right? And if you go back to dew points with this, okay, dew points, and this is a mean, so you know, this is between on the Europeans, 51 members mean dew points. So definitely a return to more moisture out west. And briefly, let's go over the temperatures here as we get towards the end of the period. Both models. Okay, back to temperatures. Warm up until the northern Midwest here, the upper Midwest. Overall, pretty warm here, but not too hot, right? So warm temperatures return to the east with severe weather chances on the increase as well. I appreciate y'all my detailed explanation here. I appreciate if y'all subscribe and like my channel, and leave any comments or suggestions in the comments below. I appreciate y'all. Have a great day. God bless.